What's up, everyone? Tech85 here, and welcome to season number 2 of my Leeds United career mode here on FIFA 21. And we are going to start things off here by playing this game here in the Community Shield against Manchester United. For those of you that remember, Manchester United did win the Premier League last year. We did the Cup double. We won both the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And this is going to be the only game that we're going to be featuring in this episode. And the following episode, we are going to be doing a rather brutal start to the Premier League campaign. Here we're going to start things at Anfield against Liverpool. Then we're going to be traveling to North London to take on Arsenal. Then we're going to be hosting Leicester before we go and travel to Old Trafford. And then we'll probably be having a Carabao Cup game somewhere here. And we are, I believe, in the Europa League this year. But before we get into that, hopefully you guys have an awesome day today. Hopefully you guys doing well. As you can see, we have a really insane transfer budget here. You see we started off with $367 million. That's a third of $1 billion that we have to play with. And we're going to take a look at objectives. Which first one here we are going to do is within 2 seasons have at least one player from the Youth Academy signed in the first season. Play at least 50% of the games next season, which we will be getting a scouting report after this game. We'll be getting a scouting report at the second of each month, clear through until April. We already signed one crucial player, which I'll talk more about that here in a bit. Get 7 clean sheets in home matches, which I'll be aiming to do that. Within the same season, signed 3 crucial players and make a profit of $125 million. You can see we've signed 2 out of 3, which I don't. I may make a third signing after this, though. I don't know. But we'll get, like I said, we'll get into that here in a bit. Premier League, they want us to finish in the Champions League place, which is where I wanted to go even without this particular objective. And FA Cup, they want us to repeat as champions, which I have no issue with that. Long term, we're well on schedule for winning the Premier League within 4 seasons. And they do want us to win the Europa League this season, which was my objective, even without that particular one that the game gave us. But speaking of Youth Academy, which we have that youth development one, I end up sending my Greek scout, Kledos Giannidis, to Argentina for 9 months. Hopefully we'll get somebody good there. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead, and I did make a couple signings. First one here is I did get a new starting center back in Milan Skriniar. I ended up swapping him with Diego Llorente. Plus $110 million for him, so he will be my new starting center back. And this is a guy that I've never bought before in a career mode, and as a Newcastle fan, I wish he was still a member of the team, but unfortunately he's not. But he plays for Arsenal in real life, and that is Mikel Merino. I end up doing a swap deal with him. I end up paying $30 million plus Mark Roca. Which is a bit controversial because Mark Roca, despite not doing anything wrong per se, I never really did feel right with him, especially with him and McKennie and Adams. And I did get a thing from my assistant manager saying that he is right on par with development, and usually when you get a email like that, that means he is not going to grow anymore. And you can see the only other business we did was we sent Ethan Ampadu to Athletic Bilbao, which I don't know exactly how that coincides with the all-Basque policy, but we take a look at our starting lineup. You can see our one weak point is at right back, which I am contemplating getting a new right back after this game. We'll just see how things go, because I didn't realize there was an objective there, which I don't know. I'm not even sure we're even going to make a profit as much as what the board says we're going to. But we'll see what happens here. If I do make another signing, I'll show it at the beginning of the next episode, though I'm not really holding my breath, or should I say I'm not really actively looking to strengthen the right back position as of yet. But who knows, that could change. But we are going to be playing with our strong starting lineup here. We are going to be looking at the debuts of both Skriniar and Merino. in this game. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to say before we get into things here, which I don't think there is. Youth Academy, I'll have to look at this. Which I think I'm going to go ahead and... I can't promote Okagawa. Moreno, I'm going to go ahead and release him. And Proctor, I'm not sure if I want to keep him or not. But without further ado, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss here before we get the thing started here. In season number 2, we are up against Manchester United. And I think I am going to keep my white on us this time, and I'm going to put... I'll have them wear those kits. We are the designated home side, so it's appropriate for us to have our home kits on, but you can see they're playing a 4-2-3-1 wide. I think that's Ousmane Dembele up front ahead of Fernandes. Rashford, Corona out wide, Fred and Lombardi make up the midfield with... I think that's Brandon Williams, Nicholas Schüller, Victor Lindelof, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka making up the back line with De Gea in goal. So without further ado, I'm very curious to see how our new guys do. And like I said, this is going to be the only game we play in this episode. You see Daniel James is a featured player, our best winger. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I am going to get in a new right back. But do I want to get rid of Christensen or do I want to get rid of Bogle?
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. It's Leeds United.
It seems like I've been versing Manchester United an awful lot in the Community Shield and a lot of my career modes I've been doing.
The home of football. My name is Derek Ray.
Because I versed him in a Community Shield in my Sheffield Wednesday career mode. I versed him in the Community Shield in my Wimbledon career mode. I'm versing him in the Community Shield in this career mode. It just seems like Manchester United loves the Community Shield.
Manchester United.
Well, these games are about getting players fit, both physically and mentally.
And he's in.
Okay, Isak, I see you. Oh my god, he still cannot beat a cross. Isak, your game is brilliant, except for recognizing crosses. Okay, Christensen, this is your big audition, dude. Good cross.
Isak. Oh, a moment of pure class. Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
There he read that cross.
So on they go again, and that really should shake up United. Can they find a response now?
Come on. Oh, Isak, you're not making me happy so far in this game, dude.
Oh, judgment error by the keeper.
There we go.
In it goes! 2 goals in rapid-fire fashion, and looking very comfortable here. It's going their way, 2-0. Fred.
See, in real life, not only is Alexander Isak tall, but he's also fast. I'm not really getting the fast part in this particular career mode so far.
Can they take advantage?
And yes, this is a big rivalry game too, so...
There, following the cross. Arambari.
I really want us to put in a strong performance here.
Jesus Corona. Given away
nice.
By Manchester United.
Oh, what was... I think there was Tyler Adams with that
really
interception.
Nice the keeper completely...
Almada, that was not a good attempt on goal. Can you do better?
Can he put it away?
Nope, not like that he can't. Okay, my center backs are pretty much like staying there for reasons.
Now, what can they produce on the flank?
Good job by Quarta. Okay, Daniel James, I'm going to go ahead. And they did show the graphic for Dean Henderson. I did buy him from Manchester United.
Leeds have been in total control of possession. It's important to have strong...
Can he put it in?
There we go.
The lead 3 goals without reply. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. He's found a pocket of space.
I like to know what my back, especially my center backs, are doing.
He's in with a chance.
Oh!
And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity.
I like to know what my center backs are doing. They're supposed to be staying back. Why are they so far up the pitch? Okay, Fred. I know you're not that agile in real life.
Decisively.
I need to look at my team, the tactics, to see what exactly is happening with my center backs. Why are my center backs not staying back?
For them on the break. Chances on. And somehow kept out by...
I don't know why Daniel James didn't shoot there.
He's given a corner, the referee. Over it comes.
What?
Be useful.
Why did the game thought I was crossing?
Well, you know, I don't think the goalkeeper will be the slightest bit bothered by that.
Why did the game think I was crossing to, like, literally the closest guy next to me?
Way wide there.
Why?
And they do like to press whenever they can.
Okay, Armada, you kind of owe me a goal.
Here. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Not sure how I feel about this team so far. Yeah, we're kind of doing some bonehead things I'm not liking.
Big mistake. You try to teach youngsters not to get caught in possession and be aware of what's around you. He has no clue, and he pays the price.
1 minute of stoppage
time. Yeah, can we please get the ball?
1 minute.
Oh, they've lost it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we're on 1 minute and 1, folks. Okay, let's look at ratings. Marino has been very quiet. Firpo. Kinda don't like my center backs. Okay, let's look at tactics. Okay, let's look at instructions. There's something. Stay back while attacking. But they're not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's happening with this team, but...
So the ball rolling again.
Watch, they're going to be having a good attack here to start things off.
In the first half, will we see a response in the second 45 from United? Wan-Bissaka.
Nice.
Terrific defending to stop them progressing.
Okay, guys. That was a waste.
And a throw-in it's going to be. Arambari.
Why is the center of the pitch so barren?
Running room in the wide.
Okay, who's number 2? Who is number 2?
Jesus Corona.
Okay, come on. Don't...
Not a fantastic piece of defending, was it? A bit sloppy in possession. Well, we wondered if this might come to pass, and I can tell you it has.
Okay, look, okay, that was number 3. There is no number 2.
Well, Derek, a figure of around £105 million is being bandied up.
Let me go ahead and put Firpo, take Firpo off. I'm gonna have Bogle in there. Marino is kind of quiet. Put Cock in there.
Around, I'd say you're getting a quality player for that sort of money. He should be a real asset to the club.
Mikel Merino.
Nice.
Attacking possibilities. And now
Come on.
Can he take advantage?
Oh, come on. You have to shoot that ball, Marino.
Push that away from danger.
Well, I know what move I'm going to be doing next. You have to shoot that ball, Marino. You have to.
Crossing into the middle. Just unable to take...
Okay, let me go ahead and make the substitution now. He has to make that move. He has to.
take advantage of that developing situation.
Okay, let's go ahead and... If we could just get the
We
ball
also
out of
bringing you
bounds.
live action on EA TV and Premier League action coming up. It's Leeds United taking
Guys.
on Liverpool.
Yeah, game after game. The
Okay, I did
season
want to
is
kick the ball
relentless,
out
but
of
players
bounds,
just
but...
love to play. Give them a game any day of the week. That's...
And he's made headway.
Okay, let's just get the ball out of bounds.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Substitution time it is.
Okay,
Passing high,
Isak.
and they have the ball again.
You first touch Isak.
The keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well,
His first touch is horrific.
Great reflexes from the keeper.
And the flag does go up offside.
And how did... I'm trying not to yell. I'm trying not to yell.
Chances on.
Look, again, first... Polar opposite in real life. That's why people say, well, he's a good player in real life, that's why I'm getting on FIFA. Well, that's a prime example why. I'm not celebrating that.
Well, when he's in this sort of mood, he's absolutely unstoppable. What a performance.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Here's a change for Manchester United.
Yeah, can we get the ball, folks? 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 Can we get the ball? There we go. And we're just going to keep the ball. Hopefully we can complete a pass. Yes, we can.
Koch.
I'm trying to think of the striker I had in one of my past career modes. I had an awful first touch. I think it was Insame in my Venezia career mode in FIFA 22. Isak is right up there with him.
2 minutes the word. Well, when you can keep the ball like this, it's got to be really annoying for the... Jadon Bogle.
And there we go. I do apologize for the boring couple minutes there, but at least we got the Community Shield to start the season. A less than convincing win. That was not a good game by any means.
Not in the slightest.
I am not happy with that performance overall. We looked bad. And let's just say Skriniar and Marino right off the bat did not put in very memorable debut performances for me. And I think if I do get a new right back, I'm going to be getting... And because Christensen, I actually... Like, he did do a few good things there. Bogle. I don't know. I think I'm actually... Because I can't have two 79 rated players. And if I had to pick, I'd much rather keep Christensen, to be honest with you. I just think he's just a better, especially when I'm playing with him in-game. So I think I'm going to use Bogle as in a deal to bring in a new starting right back.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy it. At 5 minutes, enjoying these moments. But
yeah, not a very good game by any stretch of the imagination. And what a game against our bitter rivals. That was not a memorable performance at all. I did not like that performance whatsoever. You can see possession is pretty much even. They had better passing accuracy, which no surprise there. De Gea made 6 saves, so he was pretty busy in goal. Henderson made 0 saves. Thank goodness. We really didn't give Manchester United a sniff in goal. I do apologize if you hear dogs in the background. Christensen got 2 assists. There you go. That pretty much solidifies his spot on the team, whereas Bellegarde got the other assist. But yeah, Christensen may not be my starter, but he's definitely going to be still very much a part of this team. I don't feel like doing a post-match because, quite frankly, I don't have anything good to say about my team at the moment. I really don't have anything good to say about my team right now. Because that was embarrassing. Oh, I forgot to put Barco in there. Shoot. I knew I was forgetting something. Shoot. I really do not want to make Barco unhappy. I completely forgot about putting them in there. Okay, let's see. Gutierrez, good potential, but I'm going to be extremely picky with these guys. If you don't have an insanely high value, I am not going to be signing you. Oh, did I end up signing that guy? Let me see. Did I sign that player? I bet you any money I did. No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't sign anybody yet. Again, I do apologize if you hear my dogs, but let me just see here real quick. Let me before we end the episode. Let's see if we can actually get it right back here on camera. Okay. Keep on forgetting to do it the other way. Let me see if we can get any decent right backs. Any ones we can afford anyway. Let's see. Okay, let's see who we can find. Got Ricardo Pereira. He'd be a good signing. From Real Madrid. Nelson Semedo. So that's Semedo and... Who was the other one? I can't believe I forgot. Okay, Ricardo Pereira. And Semedo. So I'm looking at both those guys right now. Okay, let's see. Because if they're not being automatically scouted, I'm not interested in them. Okay, let's see if there are any good ones in the Premier League I can get. And Wan-Bissaka, every time I bought him, I was never impressed with him, so I'm not going to go for him. Cancelo, Okay, Trent. Boy, that'd be a statement signing. Bayern, too low rated. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like it's either going to be Pereira or Semedo. Let me go ahead and shortlist both those guys. And I'm going to go ahead and make a decision. Let me go ahead. Ricardo Pereira. Shortlist you. And then Semedo. His contract is expiring, so I should be able to get him on the cheap. I think I've already made my decision. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Pereira. He is one overall higher, but... Looks like he just moved there, but... I do get Ricardo Pereira. I don't think I've ever bought Nelson Semedo. So I think I'm going to go towards Nelson Semedo. But we are going to go ahead between 57 and 59 for him. He does have a release clause, which I'm not interested in paying. I'm going to see if I can put Jared Bogle in this deal. If I can. Okay, let's see. Player swap. Fullbacks. Okay, we're going to do 19 plus 40. Will they bite? Yep. Cool. And that was back when Barcelona had Quique Setién as manager, which is interesting. But this will be the last thing we do before we end the episode. We are going to be bringing in a new right back. And I'm also going to show you guys stats for both Marino and Skriniar as well. But we are going to go ahead. Let's see. 200K he wants in wages. If I can pay around the same for him, I'm going to. But we're going to go ahead and negotiate. Okay, squad rule should be no thing. We're going to be getting Crucial. Let's do 3 years. Could probably go for 4, but let's do the safe thing. I am not interested in a release clause. Ooh. I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna get rid of... I'm gonna remove his bonus, but I am not signing him for that low wage. I am willing to bring it down to, like... I don't want to rip him off too much. I'll go 195, and I'll drop this down to 1.25 million. And like I said, it's not quite what the lad was. So, no, I'm literally giving him 50 grand more per week than what you offered, so I don't think he's going to be crying too much about that. But with that, we are going to go ahead. We are going to do a swap. Nelson Semedo is part of our starting lineup now. I'm going to put development plans on him, which I probably should start Semedo over Christensen. You know what? I'm going to be playing with my backup team against Liverpool anyway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put Semedo in there just temporarily. Let's go ahead and go to Squad Hub. I am going to change development plans. Which, first of all, let me go ahead and show you guys Skriniar here real quick. And then we're going to get in, do the opposite plan for Nelson Semedo. Even if he doesn't grow, I don't care because he is at an overall that I'm satisfied with him going forward, especially if we do clinch Champions League football. And then I'm going to show Mikel Merino. Like I said before, Merino and Skriniar did not have memorable debuts at all. Hopefully, that's not a sign of things to come. And I'm going to go box to box. I do want to improve his pace as well as make him high attacking work rate. Because I do want him involved in attack much like Mark Roca was last year. But I think that is all that I plan to do here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show here to kick off season number 2 here. We really haven't done much in terms of transfers. We are going to go and sim ahead to this match against Liverpool, and that's where we'll be starting the next episode. And of course, the next episode on will not have commentary, and of course, we do have Europa League football to worry about as well, so we'll be doing that. We are going to be playing some of the bigger clubs because we are going for a Champions League spot this year, so we have 3 loan offers for players that I do want to send out on loan. Rodon, I am going to go ahead and accept that straight off the bat. Da Costa, loan to buy, I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And then Buchanan, hopefully he'll get some time here. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys are going to be enjoying what season number 2 has in store, hopefully. Hopefully this will be a successful season. Like I said, all games up until halfway point will be non-commentary. So with that, I don't think there's anything else I want to say to you guys, and I will see you guys again next time.